Hi everyone, welcome back to the evening reflection on the 30-day walk challenge. And I just want to share about a little bit of things, what happened during the day and what the morning walk did and how I cleared my mind. And that's actually one of the topics I want to talk about, that movement and the fact that I just woke up and the fact that I did the things that I did. And even though the video was a little bit late, it doesn't matter. I still did the discipline and went out for a walk and went out to, like I was sharing this morning, is that day 3 is the place where most people quit because the excitement and is gone and the habit is not set yet, but you still show up and like I said as well, that my mind feels clearer. My mind feels, I can think a bit clearer now. And the only reason why that happened is because I started moving. It's because I started actually doing things, and I actually started to take action. And I think the fact that I took action, actually did something physical, did something actually worthwhile, I realized that the action actually helped me to clear my mind, to get my thoughts and my overthinking and the things that I think about a lot. It took my mind off it and just to look at life from a different perspective. And there's this other thing, and it's my second point I want to make, and what I realized during the day is that waiting for motivation can come once, maybe never. And if motivation comes, it will fade, and you will still need to have discipline while there's no motivation and still doing the thing that needs to be done, even though you don't feel motivated to do so. Another thing I want to talk about, because there's this battle between the things, and if motivation don't come, what do you do then? And I've realized that if motivation weren't there or wasn't there, I think I probably wouldn't have done it. But I've realized now that if motivation in the future don't come, I need to start creating momentum. I need to start moving. I need to start something so that motivation can come, so that inspiration can come, so that the things can come to do things that needs to change, needs to be better, needs to be more disciplined in. And I've also realized that while I was talking from the first day, that small things, how do we eat an elephant here in South Africa, is that we can't eat it in one sitting, one meal. We have to eat it bit by bit. But the analogy actually means is that when we want to do hard things, we can't do the whole thing at once. We tackle it bit by bit. We do small habits, do small steps, do small increments of the big thing and make it smaller so that we can face the big problem head on. And I've realized really now by this day is that how small steps actually changes my mindset. It changes how I think about things. If I don't do the small things, the Bible teaches us about when you're faithful in the small things, in the little things, He will award you with much. And it's really important. It's a really good principle to take to heart, is that when you're faithful in the small things, when you're faithful in the things that you know will be hard to do, that creates momentum, that creates you moving in a direction where you want to be moving, want to go. And what I want us all to take away from things that I was talking about, that if you don't know where to go, if you don't know what the next step in your life is, just take action somewhere. Because action creates direction. Action moves you into a position where you actually are going or need to be going, or even though if you don't go anywhere, the fact that you're moving, even though and the takeaway that I want us to realize this evening is that action creates direction, action creates momentum, action creates motivation, and action creates inspiration. I want to leave you guys with that. And hopefully you guys can join me in tomorrow's walk, and hopefully there's not going to be a lot of distractions and things that comes up, and I can actually do it in the morning the way that it actually needs to be. So cheers, have a good evening.